Hey guys, here to tell you about your Lent activity for this third week of Lent. This week we are using the sense taste. We're going to be eating bread together. So in your Lent kit, if you got one, there is a pack of yeast. And we've included in this email this week a simple bread recipe for you to try. Hopefully everything else you should have in your cabinet at home. If not, or if baking is just not your thing, totally fine. You could go to a bakery, pick out a special loaf of bread to eat together as a family. Your readings for this week are Matthew 26, verses 26 to 30, Mark 14, verses 22 to 26, and Luke chapter 22, verses 14 to 20. So again, you don't have to read these all at once. You can read them together throughout the week. You can read them a couple of different times. And as you're reading, it's all Jesus in the Last Supper, breaking of the bread. As you're reading, as you're eating, as you're making your bread, talk to your children, I almost said students, talk to your children about how Jesus and his disciples were having what is called a Seder dinner together, which is a meal to remind them about all the good things that God had done for the Israelites in the past. Remind your children that Jesus broke the bread and told them that he was the bread of life. He was using the bread to show his disciples what would have to happen to his body on the cross. And it'll be a really fun tactile experience for your kids to be able to be breaking bread and eating bread as you're reading these stories, as you're talking about Jesus breaking bread, and then ask them to imagine with you what it would have been like to be a disciple at the Last Supper, not really fully understanding what Jesus was saying, probably eating bread with him, hearing about him talking about his body being bread, and that should lead to some really interesting conversations with your children. Hope you guys have fun.